Welcome. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our graduating class and their loved ones, as well as our faculty, staff, and alumni who have joined us online today. We chose to hold this informal virtual celebration to honor the achievements of the class of 2020 at this momentous time in your lives. It is an understatement to say that these past few months have been challenging. The disruption this pandemic has brought has been beyond belief and has underscored the ethical issues and inequalities our country and the world must confront to prevent the burden of disease from overwhelmingly falling on marginalized communities as it is occurring presently. It is for these reasons that I cannot think of a more incredible group of graduates to join the thousands of individuals around the world striving to improve society. As we gather today to recognize and celebrate your accomplishments, and especially your perseverance during an incredibly challenging final semester, I am humbled by your determination and commitment to finishing your master's degree from home, taking classes and doing field placements remotely. Your ability to adapt, stay focused, and remain true to your personal mission must be celebrated. The resilience you have shown is an indicator of all that you will accomplish personally and professionally in your social work career. When I think of resilience, I think of the words of the Augustinian monk Martin Luther, who said, "Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree." You are an embodiment of resilience. You have demonstrated this throughout your life and the spring semester. These times are challenging, but they have also been an important part of your education, teaching every single one of us more about ourselves than any textbook ever could. While we all look forward to the opportunity to honor your accomplishments in person when it is safe to do so, today we want to celebrate you. And now let's hear from our students.
Hi everyone, I'm Octavio and I hail from the online MSW program. Today, I want to congratulate all of our classmates. I also want to wish you and your families health and safety during these ever-changing times. We each have a story, a personal history that compelled us to be who we are, professional social workers. For me, my family's story involved immigrating from Mexico, facing adversity in a world we did not know, and that, most often, did not accept us for who we were. 3 simple words kept my family going as they faced challenges, upsets, and success. I didn't realize until recently these words that they passed on to me from a very young age would help me to this day. These words were a gift that I now want to pass on to each of you. Si se puede. It can be done. This is a time for us to pause and reflect on our accomplishments. We have each completed approximately 126 hours of live classroom time that was facilitated by 18 instructors over 18 courses. We have each roughly completed 1,200 hours of field experience across the United States in various settings over 156 weeks or 3 years. This was no easy task. This enumeration doesn't even take into account the parts of our lives that continually challenged us as we pushed forward. We worked full-time, part-time, parented, took care of family members. A few times, for example, while finishing a shift at my job, I rushed to catch a cab in time for live classroom to start. The list goes on for all of us. All of these moments, the big ones, like finishing our MSW degree, and the small ones, like signing off the last time on Zoom, the ones that are seen and not seen, they have all shaped the path that brought us here today. As that path continues, we must not forget the responsibilities we have to our communities, to our families, to our friends, and to ourselves. And from my experience of being with you, I know very well that you will not. So please, take a look back to celebrate yourself before you look forward to what lies ahead. You did this. You have earned an MSW, and now you too understand my family's, my culture's, my community's wisdom. Si se puede. It can be done, and you are the ones who did it. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Goyette Frechette and I am from the Charles River campus. Those who know me as Tayance. Shout out to Beyonce. As I was reflecting on what I wanted to say today, I felt immense gratitude to my classmates for the authenticity and the fire we brought to the Boston University School of Social Work. We centered conversations in the classroom around equity. We questioned dominant frameworks within the social work field. We attended protests together. We created a list of demands, and we held the institution accountable for meeting those demands. And we even organized our own demonstration at the school to make our voices heard. We put in work in our time here to make this school more just for future social work students. You all have reminded me that my practice of social work is not a solo journey. Instead, it is about collective healing and liberation work. And healing and liberation work is revolutionary movement work. As social workers, we have to live and work for a society that we want to see. And we have already begun to do this by demanding paid field placement internships, making racial justice a first semester requirement for all students, and hiring a third-party staff member to deal with racist incidents on campus. Let us not forget the power we have in this quest towards healing and liberation. If we are able to see each other as interconnected and bound to each other, that is where the opportunity is sparked. To honor this collective work and the spark that we have ignited, I ask the 2020 graduates to repeat after me the words of Assata Shakur. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Although we are not together, my hope is that we remember all the work we have collectively done and all that we will continue to do as social work colleagues. You all should be proud of yourselves. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle from the BU North Campus. I first want to thank and recognize the strong, courageous, kind, and compassionate women of the BU North cohort. I can't imagine completing this journey without each and every one of you. When I was first asked to speak, I knew I wanted to share an essay by Lauren Isley called The Star Thrower that, over the course of many years, has been adapted a number of times. My favorite goes like this. After a storm, a man is walking along the beach and he finds hundreds of starfish washed up along the shore. In the distance, he can see the figure of a young boy picking something up and throwing it towards the water. As he gets closer, he sees that the boy is picking up starfish and throwing them into the ocean. The man is amused by this and asks the boy what he's doing. The boy replies that he's throwing starfish into the ocean because if he doesn't, they're sure to die. The man tells the boy that there's so many miles of beach and there's so many starfish along the shore that he can't possibly make a difference. The boy looks at the man, picks up another starfish, and throwing it into the water says, "It made a difference to that one." As social workers, we are the star throwers. Now, our work is not as simple as picking up a starfish and throwing it into the water. On a clinical level, we must first assess clients from their individual stories to their environments, and from there we collaborate with them on developing treatment plans and interventions. We will work with the starfish to get back into the water. On a macro level, we will assess the beach, the ocean, and the weather patterns to change the environment so the starfish don't find themselves washed up on shore. Looking out over the miles of beach, we may feel overwhelmed by the tasks set before us. But if we look to our colleagues, to our peers from the class of 2020, we will cover more ground, reach more of the starfish, and make a bigger difference. It's also important to remember the power of the starfish itself. A starfish has an amazing capacity for resilience, as many species are able to regenerate. Our clients are no different. They change, they grow, and they develop. Thank you again, everyone, for the opportunity to speak today, and congratulations on the completion of this journey.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cheyenne Leard from the Fall River Off-Campus Program. Special shout out to the BU Fall River Off-Campus Program, class of 2020. But y'all, we made it. Most of us started this program back in September of 2017, and so many things have happened since then. 8 semesters, 18 classes, thousands of internship hours, and more papers, assignments, and projects than I can count. We accomplished this while working, raising kids, experiencing loss, getting engaged, going through breakups, getting married, managing our mental health, expanding our families, and most recently being quarantined. We've all made so many sacrifices to be where we are today, and now we finally get to see our hard work come to fruition. We did not plan on ending our time together by clicking end call during our last Zoom session, and have shared the anticlimactic feelings that we have each experienced from that. Had we been able to have our last class in person, I know we would have organized a potluck, as we loved any excuse to share some yummy food. We might have reflected on some of our favorite memories, shared hugs, and walked out of our class together for the last time. While we couldn't finish our classes in person, we were able to end our last class on a quiet Saturday morning in the comfort of our homes, surrounded by our loved ones, fur babies, and everything else that we had been separated from while we attended BU. It was not what we envisioned. However, it was a very gentle way to end a long, tiring journey. We are entering our MSW careers in an uncertain time when the world needs us more than ever. They need our compassion, our strength, our patience, our tenacity, our listening ears, and our warm hearts. I know our communities are in better hands with us in it, and I am so excited to see the impact that we will each have. I miss you all, can't wait to rejoin once it's safe, and look forward to working side by side with each of you as fellow colleagues and clinicians. Congratulations to all graduates. We did it. Please be safe, practice good self-care, and I'll see you in the field.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joe Forson, and I'm humbled to speak on behalf of Boston University's School of Social Work, Worcester campus. Our cohort is part of the newest extension to the Boston University family, the final cohort of Wheelock College's School of Social Work, which merged with BU in 2018. Our journey in this program gave us the opportunity to experience the best of both schools over the past 3 years. The students of Worcester embody what it means to be social workers. Our cohort has been excited to watch our program grow and showcase its value and strength to the community of Worcester. We have always focused on the idea of justice in practice. We are prepared to use our skills to help those we work with so that they can forge their own path to empowerment and liberation, which we define by being able to have hope, resilience, and seek social change, all which have been showcased during the current crisis. Before I end, I cannot forget to acknowledge all our loved ones and everybody who has supported us in these past 3 years. You kept us going and reminded us we are stronger than we think. Thank you, and many congratulations to the class of 2020.
Hi, I'm Susan Brostrup Jensen, the director of the Worcester Off-Campus program, and I have a poem entitled Ode to Worcester Cohort 6. Who knew when you started the twists and turns you would take, the pathway to your degree just will not stay straight. First a merger between schools and now a global pandemic, but the friendships you forged go beyond the academic. In class and in field you've gained knowledge and skill and pushed ever forward, sometimes by sheer will. Now only one semester left to go before you can graduate. We at BU are tasked with finding a different way to celebrate. I'm proud of your accomplishments, your hard work and dedication. When the country opens up, I hope you can take a well-deserved vacation. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Luz Lopez. I'm a faculty member. I'm from Puerto Rico, Arriba Boricuas, and I want to celebrate with you this incredible milestone. Remember your roots and remember to be true to yourself. And we need social workers more than ever that work in health, equity, and justice. Felicidades.
Hello, I'm Mena da Silva Clark, Assistant Dean for Off-Campus and Online Programs. I would like to thank the family of our graduates for their continued support. And to our graduates, congratulations. You've done an amazing job, and I welcome you as colleagues. Enjoy, be safe, and take good care.
Finally, we are graduate. Thank you for everyone who helped me during these 2 years. Even in this special time, I just want to say we are together.
Hi, I'm Janice Furlong from the faculty. A toast to all of you. I could not be more proud to have you all as colleagues. A toast also to your friends, your families, all the people that have supported you.
Hi, I'm Kate Solomon. I direct student services at the Charles River campus, and here I am talking to you from the bank of the Charles River in Waltham, Massachusetts. There are 338 of you graduating. You're going to touch so many people's lives collectively, and we just want to say welcome to the profession and congratulations.
Diane Crowley, Director of the Fall River Off-Campus Program and Coordinator of Online Macro Practice. Congratulations, graduates. I wish you a very long and enriching career in this field of social work. And again, best wishes and congratulations on this very wonderful accomplishment.
I want to thank the good Lord for allowing me to finish my master's degree in social work at Boston University. I want to thank my parents, Israel and Paula Rosales, family and friends. Now I dedicate my degree to my grandmother, Adelina Vargas. Gracias, abuelita.
Hi everyone. everyone, my name is Dylan and I live in Southwest Michigan. I started this program 4 months after giving birth to my son Soren, and now he's gonna be 2 in July, which is crazy. This experience has been amazing. I did my field placement at the Children's Advocacy Center where I worked with children who've been sexually abused. It was emotionally difficult, but I learned a lot and I'm so grateful for my time there and from everything I learned from the professors and facilitators at Boston University.
My experience at Boston University has been nothing short of exceptional. I am confident in my abilities as a social worker, and I'm even more confident in my abilities to raise my voice in the face of injustice. Thank you to all that has helped me along this journey. Congratulations, 2020 graduates. We did it.
Hi everyone, I'm Sonia Mead, the Assistant Director for the online program. I want to congratulate all of our graduates across the country. Congratulations to all of you. We need you now more than ever. Please stay well and continue all your good work.
Ken Schulman here, Associate Dean for Enrollment Services and Alumni Relations. I've had the unique pleasure of welcoming you to the School of Social Work and now honoring your graduation. Congratulations, welcome to the Alumni Association, and go forth and make a difference in the world.
Hello, welcome everybody. My name is Mark Janino, and I chair the ethics course at BU School of Social Work. I want to welcome you to a very brief celebration of you and your accomplishments. We will be reading together a series of haiku poems composed by Patty Underwood. I'll start. Year 2020, celebrating you this year, same but different.
You made it here still, scrambling for ground, arriving with grace.
Driven by the code, students 2020 rise, brave and resilient.
Suddenly displaced, spinning heads and hearts abound. Reorient now.
Zoom me away, how? Object constancy challenged. Students stay tuned in.
Priorities rise. Lecture and listen and why. Social justice now.
Dilemmas surround. Finding imagination, head and heart engaged.
Ethics are alive. Racism hidden to some, but not to this group.
Health disparities, rationing ventilators, decision making.
Ethics will help you. In your career, always ask, what would Chidi do?
Welcome to our club. Helping, building, speaking out. Congratulations.
Now, I'd like to take a few moments to announce and celebrate the winners of our student awards. Jessica Roth has been awarded the Saul and David Bernstein Prize for a group work student who demonstrates outstanding merit in the classroom and the field. Hiram Hensley receives the Herbert S. Streen Memorial Prize for a psychodynamically oriented clinical practice student who demonstrates outstanding merit. Sasha Steinbaugh and Karen Sachs have received the Carl DiTore Memorial Prize for a clinical practice student placed in a healthcare setting who demonstrates outstanding merit. Jocelyn Alonso and Cassie Luna have been honored with the Sarah B. Lange Change Makers Prize for a macro practice student who demonstrates commitment to social justice through work, community service, volunteerism, and/or field placement. Kristen Normandin and Alina Lauritsen have received the Dean's Award for Leadership in Social Work for a part-time student who demonstrates outstanding merit in the classroom, field, and community. Danielle Mango and Joseph Forson have received the Faculty Award for Excellence in Social Work Practice for students who demonstrates outstanding merit in the classroom, field, and community. And last but not least, Sarah Randall has received the Francis Frankie Frank Award for an outstanding student in the Advanced Lowy Jam program in aging and/or aging specialization. Congratulations to each of you for your outstanding work. As a social work community, we can see how the current crisis has amplified the many inequalities in our society, ones that we have been working hard to eradicate. Now, more than ever, we need all of you. There couldn't be a more important and more meaningful time to be a social worker, to make a measurable, positive impact on the lives of those affected by racial, social, and economic injustices. The determined spirit you have shown this past few months and throughout your entire graduate experience is exactly what our world needs right now. As Maya Angelou said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." With these words in mind, I urge you to use your powerful resilience to build a just and compassionate world, but do it with passion and compassion, never forget humor, and always do it in style. Congratulations to the Boston University MSW class of 2020.
Trying to rain on the thunder. Tell a storm I'm new. I'm a walk, I'm a march on the regular. Painted white, black, blue. Love, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm new. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves. I'ma wade through the waters. Tell the tide don't move. I'ma riot through your borders. Call me bulletproof. Love, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'ma wade through your shallow love. Tell the deep I'm new. I'm telling these tears go and fall away, fall away. Oh, may the last one burn into flame.